Hi dear, what if I told you that you can get more exclusive and more exciting content? You can become a Hokage in a hidden village of lonely Kunoichi. For that, you just need to go to my boosty. The link will be in the description.
Undisclosed location outside of Konoha. Rest Kushina, you will have plenty of time, said a Biwako as she picked up Naruto for his first bath. Biwako is a woman with 170 centimeters, long brown hair trapped in a ponytail with brown eyes. She is around 50 years old and is the wife of Sarutobi Hiruzen the Sandaime Hokage, the previous leader of Konoha. How are you feeling, Kushina? Asked Minato, concerned with her loving wife. Just tired, she replied. Thank you, he said, when suddenly a voice unknown to both Minato and Kushina echoed through the room. Step away from the Jinchuriki Yandame, the masked man said as he held Naruto hostage with a kunai at his neck. Biwako and the nurse lay dead in the floor. Okay, just calm down, said Minato, frightened, concern evident in his eyes. Speak for yourself, Yandame. I am perfectly calm, masked man said as he threw Naruto in the air, preparing to stab with the kunai. Suddenly, in a yellow flash, Minato grabbed Naruto as the masked man made his way towards Kushina. Buzzing was heard as Minato realizes 5 explosive tags placed in the blanket around Minato. In a burst of speed, Minato removes the blanket and teleports to his safe house. Minato's safe house outside of Konoha. An explosion occurred as Minato is blasted away with his son in his arms. That man is no ordinary shinobi, said Minato, wondering just who the masked man is. He managed to separate me from Kushina. Teleporting to the Namikaze compound, Minato places his son on the bed, whispering, Rest now, Naruto. I am going to save your mother. I will be back. Undisclosed location outside of Konoha. The masked man approached Kushina and warped away to outside the house. Placing his head on her stomach, he begins extracting the kyubi. In a couple of minutes, a figure is seen erupting from her stomach and materializing in the air. There stood the 9-tailed demon fox in all its glory, with 9 tails swinging. With a glimpse, the masked man traps the kyubi under its control. The once red slitted eyes of the kyubi are now red with 3 black tomos, the Sharingan glowing in all its power. Wait, said a weak Kushina, realizing what was about to happen. Incredible. The Uzumaki clan is simply incredible. Not even extracting a tailed beast from you is enough to kill you, said the masked man as he commanded the kyubi to kill his former Jinchuriki. It's only fitting that the kyubi kills its container, he said. As the kyubi is about to crush Kushina, a yellow flash is seen. Standing in a tree not far away, we see Minato with Kushina in his arms, bridal style. He really lives up to his name, Minato Namikaze Konoha's yellow flash, he says, warping to the edge of the village. Minato flashed to the Namikaze compound, laying Kushina near her son as she embraces him. Kushina, I'm going to stop the kyubi. Take care of him, he said, and in a yellow flash is gone. North entrance of Konoha. It was a warm, calm summer night in the hidden village of the Leaf. Lights were seen all around the village as the people followed their lives, unaware of what was about to happen. Kuchios no Jutsu, summoning Jutsu, the masked man said, slapping his palm on the ground. In his burst of smoke, there it stood, the kyubi, ready to unleash its fury upon the unsuspecting village. Suddenly a roar is heard as the kyubi starts its destruction. Swinging its tails and using its paws, nothing stood in his way. Sandaime, the kyubi has appeared in the north part of the village, said an Umbu as he bowed to the Sandaime Hokage. Yes, I heard it. Summon the forces and evacuate the civilians. He must push the kyubi out of the village and wait for the 4th, said the Sandaime. Minato Namikaze is seen standing in the top of the Hokage monument, ready to go face the kyubi when he senses a presence behind him. Quickly ducking and turning around, he swings a kunai only to phase through the head of his enemy. Suddenly everything begins to become distorted as the masked man starts to absorb in a ripple-like pattern Minato. Before it's finished, Minato disappears. He flashed away to his safe house. Safe house after Minato escaped masked man. That technique, Minato said, pondering what he just experienced. It's a space-time technique more advanced than my own. It happens it doesn't require seals, or I would have seen them. I don't know who he is, but his chakra signature seems familiar. Suddenly a figure starts to appear just a few meters away from Minato. There it stood, the masked man preparing to face the legendary Kiroi Senko Yellow Flash. The man stared at each other, each one daring to make the first move. "Who are you?" asked Minato as he wondered who could possibly have the power to not only unleash but also control the Kyuubi. "My name is long forgotten and despised in the history of this village. I was once known as Madara Uchiha, but you can call me Toby," he replied, chuckling at the irony of asking a masked man who he is. "No. I know for a fact that you are not Madara Uchiha. Although your chakra seems familiar, you are not him," Minato said, trying to find out the masked man's identity. The masked man simply stood there wondering how in the world could the Yondaime know that he isn't Madara. Something here isn't right. How can he know Madara's chakra signature? Toby thought. Both warriors dashed at each other in a battle for speed. The fastest would win. Minato simply throws his Hiraishin, Flying Thunder God technique, kunai at Toby as it's phased through his head. Getting closer to each other, preparing for the face-off, Minato charges a Rasengan in his right hand, preparing to slam it into Toby. Toby is about to touch Minato, preparing to absorb him. "Victory is mine," he says, and suddenly Minato disappears from his sight only to appear behind his back using the kunai he previously threw. Minato twists his body, slamming the Rasengan into Toby, vaporizing the area and marking Toby with Hiraishin's seal. "I underestimated him," Toby says when suddenly Minato appears in front of him, stabbing him with a kunai and applying a contract remove seal to free the Kyuubi. Toby, seeing that he lost this battle, says, "I will be back and I will get my revenge on the Leaf Village," as he warps away. Something tells me he wasn't joking and he's a Uchiha with a chakra signature similar to Obito's. I wonder who he is, thought Minato as he gets up, getting ready to stop the Kyuubi flashing to the battlefield. Battlefield Konoha, northern part of the village. In the battlefield stood the Sandaime, leading the forces, trying his best to push the Kyuubi away from the village when suddenly he hears Kuchios no Jutsu, Minato says as he drops on top with Kyuubi with his summon Gamabunta de Toad Boss, pinning the Kyuubi into the ground. "Try and hold him down as long as you can. Teleporting something this big requires preparation," he says to the Toad Boss as Minato prepares to teleport the Kyuubi away from the village. "Are you crazy? I am not a miracle worker." "Hurry," Gamabunta says. Suddenly both Minato and Kyuubi disappear. Near the safe house, arriving near the safe house with the Kyuubi on its toll, Minato is panting from the massive chakra usage he just pulled to teleport the Kyuubi. "Yondaime, quick, you must seal me. I can still feel that damn Uchiha pushing me. I refuse to be controlled," says the Kyuubi, much to Minato's surprise. "He wants me to seal him?" thought Minato as he teleported to the safe house, picking up Kushina and Naruto for the ritual. "Kushina, I need your help to restrain him. He's still being pushed," he says as Kushina gathers the remains of her chakra to form chains to snare the Kyuubi to the ground. Minato starts performing a long chain of seals, and at the end he shouts, "Shiki Fujin, dead demon consuming seal, Yondaime, get out of the way!" The Kyuubi shouts as it feels being driven to kill his next vessel. However, both Minato and Kushina jumped out of the way from the claw, protecting their son. "Why did you summon me, mortal?" asked the Shinigami. "I want you to seal the Kyuubi inside my son," said Minato. "I assume you know the price for that, mortal. I would take your soul in any normal circumstances, but since your child is the one from the prophecy, I will not take your soul," said the Shinigami. Minato and Kushina were surprised to find that Naruto was the child of the prophecy, but before they could say anything, the Shinigami sealed the Kyuubi inside Naruto. Time skip 5 years later. Konohagakure no Sato. It's been 5 years since the Kyuubi was released, and when Minato announced Naruto's Jinchuriki status, the village took it well and accepted Naruto as the hero of the hero for saving them from the wrath of the Kyuubi. But not everyone accepted it. They still thought that Naruto was the reincarnation of the Kyuubi and tried to assassinate him multiple times. But most of the assassins sent were either killed or incapacitated by Kushina, aka Red Hot-Blooded Habanero. But during one of those assassination attempts, Naruto unlocked the Rinnegan flashback no Jutsu. "So Naruto-kun, did you have fun today with Minato?" asked Kushina. "No, Mom, Dad was just busy with his mountain of paperwork," said Naruto. They were having their usual talk when suddenly Kushina fell to the ground like a sack of potatoes. Mom, what's wrong? Are you okay?" asked Naruto with a horrified look on his face. It's no use, it's a paralyzing poison she won't be moving for a while, said the man, releasing a good chunk of his killing intent. Who are you and what do you want? Asked Naruto, being paralyzed by the ki. It's simple, I've been hired to kill you, said the man in an arrogant tone. Now it's time for you to die. As he lunged towards Naruto with a kunai in his hand. It was all happening in slow motion for Naruto, as he thought he would die when suddenly he raised his hand forward and whispered, Deva Path, Shinra Tensei, and the man went flying through the window and landing in the backyard. Before he could do anything, he saw a yellow flash appear in front of him. Hey Naruto, where's your mom and what happened to that win? He pointed his finger towards the broken window. Then Naruto quickly explained what happened, and Minato was shocked to find that his son had the Rinnegan, but before anything could happen the man came back and was quickly defeated by Minato. So now I have a question for you, asked Minato in his calm demeanor, releasing a bit of his ki. The man quickly told him everything he knew and who sent him. He was sent by a fat merchant belonging to the civilian council. His name was Itadori. The next day Itadori was captured and sentenced to execution for an attempted assassination. Release flashback no jutsu, and it was a warm night in the Leaf Village. The sun was just going down, it was starting to dim. A town lights were coming up and we still could see many people going around the village doing their business. Unlike many other villages, even though Konoha was the most powerful village in the elemental nations, it didn't seem militaristic or cold. Many people, if they saw Konoha, would say that it wasn't a shinobi village. However, the mountain that surrounded the north part of village was a dead giveaway. In it were carved the faces of the most powerful shinobi to ever live. It was October 10th, the village was covered in decorations and celebrating the defeat to the Kyuubi that attacked 5 years ago. Everyone in the village was happy, it were times of peace. The wars were long forgotten, but not the hate and pain of many that were lost with Naruto. Okay Naruto, today is the day you enter your mindscape and talk to the Kyuubi, said Minato. Okay dad, said Naruto as he readied himself. Okay, here goes nothing, thought Naruto's mindscape. Naruto awoke in what it seemed to be a sewer. There were pipes in every wall and the floor was filled with water with about 20 centimeters in height, 8 inches. He wandered through the endless corridors wondering where he was when he heard a soft male voice calling him. Follow my voice, the strange voice said. Naruto didn't know him but was drawn to this voice. Suddenly behind the bars of the empty cage Naruto saw 2 glowing red eyes with black vertical slits. As the eyes approached to doors he noticed the form of fox with tails swinging wildly in this back. There it stood behind the doors, the most powerful being in the world, the most powerful of the 9 Bijou, the Kyuubi no Yoko, the 9-tailed demon fox. Naruto, seeing this, jumped back scared to see the monster that attacked the village and was responsible for many deaths. No need to fear me, kid, the Kyuubi said, watching the kid. Hey, are you the Kyuubi? Asked Naruto. No, I'm the Easter Bunny. Well, no shit, I'm the Kyuubi, answered the Kyuubi. Will you really be my friend? Naruto asked, still a bit fearful of the fox. Of course, I will take care of you and make you strong so you can protect your home and friends, the Kyuubi replied, and what happened next surprised everyone in the mindscape. So this might be a short meeting, but I'm glad you accepted my proposal, said Naruto with the biggest grin. I gotta go, Kyuubi, but by the way, what's your name? Asked Naruto out of curiosity. No one has asked my name, Kit, but I'll tell you my name. My name is Kurama, the almighty Kyuubi no Yoko, said the Kyuubi with a foxy grin. So bye Kurama, see ya later, said Naruto while leaving his mindscape. Outside, Naruto slowly opened his eyes as he saw his mother Kushina Uzumaki, aka Red Hot-Blooded Habanero, daughter of Tsunade Senju and Dan Kato. To her right was his father Minato Namikaze, the Yondaime Hokage, aka Kiroi Senko of Konoha, son of Madara Uchiha, and Hanako Namikaze. So how was he? Asked Kushina. He seemed good, answered Naruto. Hey kid, can you hear me? Asked Kurama in a lazy tone. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear, answered Naruto. Naruto, are you talking to the furball? Asked Kushina. Hey, I'm not a furball, goddammit, said Kurama in an irritated voice. Okay, enough now, Naruto, you know what this means, right? Said Minato in his usual calm demeanor. YOSH, finally I can begin training to be a shinobi, said Naruto in his usual hyperactive manner. Okay, calm down, Naruto-kun, we will start from tomorrow, said Kushina. So will you be my sensei, Dad? Asked Naruto excitedly. No, sorry, Naruto, but I cannot train you because of my Hokage duties, Minato said with a sigh. But I will assign Kakashi, Obito, and Rin to train you, okay? Yeah, and I-san and Nei-san are gonna train me, said Naruto. Don't forget I'll be training you too, Naruto-kun, said Kushina with a smile. Time skipped 9 years. The sun is just starting to appear and shine above Konoha. People are starting to open their shops for another ordinary day. However, to some people this is no ordinary day, if you can say so. 9 long years have passed, and now Naruto is 14 years old, and today is graduation day. During these last 9 years his growth was tremendous, and if we were to estimate their current level of power, one can say that in terms of skill taijutsu is Kage level, same as ninjutsu and taijutsu. However, if we were to be realistic, his taijutsu is Jonin level because, even though he uses gravity seals to increase strength and speed, his body is still developing and can't compete against adults with also lacking experience. However, these rules do not apply to ninjutsu, even less Naruto. With his massive chakra reserves that dwarf even the Hokage of the Leaf and reasonable control. In fact, Naruto must constantly train chakra control because of his ever-increasing reserves. In fact, Naruto is a chakra powerhouse in terms of ninjutsu, with his high affinity for lightning coupled with fire and wind natures, all of them offensive ones. There isn't much of an obstacle Naruto can't surpass. In Naruto's case, his taijutsu style is very different. He trained his father style and mastered it, with the help of a certain green spandex wearing, bowl cut with thick eyebrows. However, if the enemy had some sort of shield, attacking the enemy pressure points would be pointless, A/N, no pun intended. So Naruto developed his very own style, combining the best defensive style of the Goken, strong fist, and pressure point damage with the defensive style of the Uchiha's interceptor fist, creating what he called Dragon Fist. However, he can add one small twist, if you can call it that. Naruto, after his training in lightning, managed to envelop his own fists and foots in a coat of lightning chakra, which if makes contact with the enemy can either massively increase the power of the strike, or send the lightning chakra to the enemy's chakra circulatory system to effectively numb the area of the hit. This taijutsu style is called Raiken, lightning fist. Actually, since Naruto has wind affinity, he can create invisible chakra wind blades in his fingers. Invisible to anyone without Dojutsu, of course. Using this technique, they can inflict damage to wherever they hit, damaging their muscles and disabling the enemy. In the ninjutsu department, one can say Naruto is a monster, with his 5 affinities completely mastered. Naruto is a force to be reckoned with. His arsenal contains a vast amount of techniques for every affinity, including a few creations of his own. Going for the genjutsu section, let's just say the Naruto sucks at it. The only genjutsu Naruto is even able to cast without the Sharingan activated is Kokwanji no Jutsu, Bringer of Darkness, a genjutsu created by the Nidaime Hokage and considered a kenjutsu due to the fact that even after activated it continues to drain chakra constantly. In the weapons section, his is extremely masterful with kunais, shurikens, and senbon, but also kenjutsu. Since the fact his shinobi life is about to begin, Naruto had previously forged their own swords. Naruto's sword was a Chikuto, straight single-edged sword, created with chakra metal for his lightning affinity. It was 20 inches long without hilt. The handle was dark orange with black stripes, and in the center the Uzumaki swirl. In Fuinjutsu, Naruto truly honors the Uzumaki clan. His ingenuity in the art of Fuinjutsu truly is amazing. Naruto is officially a level 10 seal master. Level 10 of 10. Actually, Naruto even has some of his own creations and is currently working on his father's Hiraishin technique. However, the Shiki formula of the Hiraishin must be created for its own user, so Naruto cannot use his father's kunais. Since the Shiki formula is tied to the user's blood, Naruto has to admit that his father truly was magnificent in creating such a simple yet complex technique. Since Naruto used his shadow clone army to pretty much devour every book. In fact, I believe that Naruto managed to read almost every book in the library. One might not believe it, but Naruto focused a lot of shadow clones in politics and laws of Konoha, since he would have to, one day, put up with the council. In the last section we have medical training. He has no extensive medical training. All in all, Naruto is an extremely skilled and resourceful shinobi, even though they are actually civilians. However, any civilian that can use chakra can be considered a shinobi. Graduation day. Naruto's room. The sun was coming up, its beams breaking through the window. Naruto was peacefully sleeping but began to stir as the sun started shining through the room. Naruto had just been woken up by his mother's shadow clone, who told him to get ready and come downstairs for breakfast. After breakfast, he left the house and headed towards the academy. It was the beginning of his shinobi careers. The walk was rather calm. Many of the villagers didn't even recognize Naruto. Arriving at the academy, they realized it was a bit earlier. They made their way to the back of the classroom and sit waiting for their classmates and sensei. Soon after their arrival, the classroom started filling, and moments later entered the almighty Uchiha Sasuke, followed of course by his horde of horny fangirls. Sasuke scanned the room and spotted both Hinata and someone with her. Discarding it, he made his way to the first row and took the seat by the windows so he could gaze outside when bored. Moments later, Yumino Irika walked thought the door. Said person had black pants and standard Chunin flat jacket. He had brown hair tied in a ponytail and large scar across his nose. "Good morning, class," he said. Checking the classroom and noticing he didn't get their attention, he used his patented big head jutsu and yelled, "Silence." Everyone quieted down. Irika started calling his students to mark their presence, until he reached Namikaze Senju Naruto. Naruto was about to answer when another one beat him to it. Naruto-kun is here," said one of his fangirl, and soon others started to gather around Naruto. Naruto was rarely present in the academy due to him training with the old Team 7, A/NOK, so I'll refer to Kakashi, Obito and Rin as the old Team 7, and his mother. So after that, many fangirls were fighting for the seat next to him when Kiba sat beside him. He was quickly thrown out the seat by the fangirls. When Naruto suddenly poofed out of there using Kawarimi and leaving Sasuke behind. Soon after that, Irika used his big head jutsu, basically telling them to get back to their seats. "As you all know," Irika started, "today is your graduation exam. At the end of the today, those who pass will become shinobi of the leaf. We will start with written exam, followed by weapons, taijutsu, and finally ninjutsu. Now let's begin," Irika said and started handing out the exams. As he got near Naruto, a discreet smile appeared in Mizuki. Mizuki was Irika's assistant, and like many others, he hated the demon brat, and tried everything so he could fail and have his revenge. Naruto sensed something strange about his exam and discreetly activated his Rinnegan, and discovered a well-placed genjutsu in his test. Making a half-tiger hand seal and saying in his mind "Ki," the genjutsu dispelled and showed the real exam that Naruto started filling, and after 20 minutes he was already done. "Alright class, you have here 10 kunai and 10 shuriken that you must throw and hit the marks," Irika explained and started calling names, and each of the students moved forward for the evaluation. "Uchiha Sasuke," Irika called, and suddenly every fangirl was yelling, "Sasuke is the best. Go Sasuke, show them." Naruto rolled his eyes and thought, "And they called themselves shinobi. Sasuke doesn't even care about them." Sasuke picked up the weapons and expertly threw them at the same time like the elite he was. Every single kunai HT dead center in the dummies, as well most of the shuriken except one that missed the high scoring area. "Well done Sasuke, you got 19 out of 20, Irika said, and the fangirl group went wild. Sasuke was going back to his place and bumping Naruto said, "Beat that Senju. Namikaze Senju Naruto," Irika called. The blonde simply took the weapons and realized that they were blunt, simply shrugging it off and discreetly channeling a bit of lightning chakra through them so they would stick to the dummy. He threw them all at the same time, hitting every single target dead center. Irika's eyes widened. "Good job Naruto, you got perfect score 20 out of 20, Irika said, congratulating him. The fangirls of course started yelling how Naruto was better than Sasuke, and Sasuke simply scowled the blonde. Irika finished the rest of the class and moved to the taijutsu exam. "Okay class, for the next exam you must hold your ground against Mizuki for 2 minutes. Mizuki won't go very much on the offensive, but be prepared," Irika explained. "Uzumaki Naruto," Irika called. "Finally I get my hands on the demon," Mizuki thought. Naruto, seeing the twisted smile in Mizuki's face, decided to make him suffer a little bit. Taking his stance, knees bent with right leg slightly forward. Right arm extended forward with right palm facing the enemy while the left arm coiled near the waist. Iruka's eyes widened when he recognized the stance. But that's the gentle fist stance, Iruka said. Poor Senju, he even doesn't know what he's doing, Sasuke said, getting laughs from half of the class. While Naruto's fangirls were planning a murder. Hajime, start, Iruka said, and immediately Mizuki shot forward with a closed fist trying to punch him. Naruto slightly grabbed his fist and turned to dodge. Seeing Mizuki stumble forward, Naruto slightly touched Mizuki's shoulder, closing one tenketsu, disabling his left arm. What did you do to me? Mizuki asked, enraged as he couldn't feel his left arm. I closed the main chakra point in your left shoulder, disabling your arm. It's over, you can't win, Naruto explained. But how? You don't have the Byakugan, Iruka said. How in the world could Naruto be able to close tenketsus? True, however the chakra points are fixed in the enemy's network, so I can remember where they are and estimate their location seeing my enemy. After that I send a small burst of chakra for area of effect, since I can't actually know exactly where the chakra point is. But nonetheless it works, Naruto explained. He got surprised faces from everyone. To think it's possible to use gentle fist without their jujitsu, Iruka thought. You damn brat, you are going to pay, Mizuki said and pushed forward blindly. As he came close to Naruto, he simply smirked and said, You are in my field of divination. 2 palms, 4 palms, 8 palms, 16 palms, 32 palms. Hack Rokujinshu, Naruto said, finishing his attack, sending Mizuki crashing to the wall and leaving him unconscious. Naruto left the ring area with everyone staring at him in awe. He just pulled a main house secret technique of the Hyuga clan. Iruka gave everyone 30 minutes interval while he picked up and took Mizuki to the infirmary. Alright, since Naruto knocked out Mizuki, we are going to have the students fight in one-on-one while I observe, Iruka explained. Hyuga Hinata versus Yamanaka Ino, Iruka called out. Poor girl, try to don't get hurt, Hinata, Ino taunted, to which Hinata rolled her eyes. It was time to show them who they were. Hajime, Ino quickly dashed forward. Hinata simply raised her right hand, aiming for Ino. Channeling chakra to her palm, she said, Hack Kushu air palm. A blast of air was sent and hit Ino dead center in her chest, throwing her out of the ring and onto the ground, leaving her unconscious. You cheated, ITS taijutsu only, Sakura screeched, making everyone bring their hands to their ears. That attack is considered taijutsu, sorry, Hinata explained. What in the world is going here? Hinata was never that good at taijutsu, Iruka thought. Iruka picked Ino up and did quick checkup on her, and left her leaned against the wall waiting for her to wake up so she can pit it against someone, since he didn't see her do much. After the taijutsu exam was over, everyone went inside the classroom while Iruka called each student individually for the ninjutsu portion. Namake Senju Naruto, Iruka called, and Naruto got up and made his down the stairs and stood in front of the classroom facing Iruka. Okay, Naruto, please perform the Henj no Jutsu, Iruka said, and there was a poof of smoke, and in front of Iruka was a man that, even though Iruka knew it was a Henj, gave him shivers as he looked at his eyes. The man's eyes were glowing, and it was the Sharingan. The man in front of Iruka was Uchiha Madara. Why of all people did you pick that man? Kyubi asked. The Kyubi despised Madara after all. You may not like him, and he may have done more bad than good, but he still was a powerful shinobi, and I have his legacy to honor, Naruto thought, getting sneer from the Kyubi. Interesting choice, Iruka said, discarding the shivers and continuing with the exam. Now get ready for Kawarimi, said Iruka as he picked up a blunt kunai and threw it at Naruto. Naruto switched with a chair that was nearby. Well done, Naruto, now do at least 2 bushins, Iruka said. Naruto always sucked at bushins, and Naruto himself knew he couldn't create a single bushin to save his life. Bushin no Jutsu, Naruto said, and tried to release the least amount of chakra possible. There was a poof of smoke, and in the ground there was a dead clone. The whole class started laughing. Still can't do a damn bushin, Iruka-sensei. Is it okay if I use another type of bushin? Naru asked. Sure, not problem, Iruka answered, wondering what kind of bushin Naruto was going to do. Kage bushin no jutsu, Naruto said. There was a poof of smoke, and in front of Iruka were 10 perfect clones of Naruto. Naruto smirked at the reaction of his teacher. Iruka jaw dropped seeing Naruto pulling in B-rank Kinjutsu. Wow, Naruto, Kaige Bushin is a Jonin level Bushin, congratulations, you pass, Iruka said. Naruto smirked and picked his high-tie in black and tied it around his forehead. Hinata went shortly after, and she too aced the exam. However, she could do perfect Bushins unlike poor Naruto. Okay class, the exams are over, congratulations to everyone that passed. This year's Rookie of the Year is Namikaze Senju Naruto and top Kunoichi is Hyuga Hinata, Iruka said. What? Sasuke yelled. How can the Senju be Rookie of the Year? He asked. Very simple, both Naruto and Hinata aced the written exam, got perfect scores in the weapons exam, but also taijutsu and ninjutsu, Iruka explained. He is nothing but a loser. I'm an Uchiha and elite. I demand a duel between us for the title, Sasuke said. It's your choice, Naruto, Iruka said. Let's go outside, Baka, Naruto said, and Sasuke smirked, thinking he could take him on. Kakashi, who was hiding in the tree, just shook his head, knowing where this was going. That idiot is going to end up in the hospital. Everyone left the classroom and came to the training ground. Naruto and Sasuke stepped inside the ring facing each other, each one doing half tiger seals signifying they were ready for battle. Now this is a duel for title of Rookie of the Year, you can use anything. However, no crippling or killing strike, understood? Iruka said. Getting nods from both of them, he said, Hajime. Deciding to prove his superiority, and intending to end this match quickly, Sasuke dashed forward and throwing him a punch. Naruto simply sidestepped the punch. He brought his knee and hit Sasuke's stomach. Sasuke bent forward from the strike, giving Naruto opportunity to give a chop in the back of his neck, leaving him unconscious on the ground. It's done, Naruto said, and of course the fangirls started cheering Naruto. Congratulations, Naruto, you are Rookie of the Year along with Hinata, Iruka said, and both Naruto and Hinata left the academy with her wrapped around his arm. Of course, Kiba, seeing this, got mad that Naruto was leaving with his Hinata. However, the rest of the class just kept wondering what happened today. Everyone except Shikamaru that always suspected that Naruto was hiding his true strength. Shikamaru may look lazy and unfocused, but he is also extremely intelligent and observant. Naruto and Hinata were walking together, going to have dinner out as a celebration for graduating and becoming shinobi of the leaf. They were walking to Ikaraku's when Naruto sensed someone running through the woods. Of course, Naruto remembered when Hinata was kidnapped. People running through the woods is always suspicious. Both of them decided to see what was happening and went after that person. Outpost Mizuki was running through the woods with a large scroll in his back, unaware that he was being tailed. Stopping near a small shack, he sat on the ground, opened, and started reading from the scroll. With the scroll of seals, Orochimaru-sama is going to give more power than I can dream of, Mizuki thought out loud. Naruto and Hinata, wearing this, were about to jump him and retrieve the scroll when out of the sudden Iruka dropped in front of Mizuki. Mizuki, how could you do this? You betrayed the leaf, Iruka said. He didn't understand how his best friend could betray the leaf and steal the scroll. Simple, Iruka, I want power, and when I give Orochimaru-sama this scroll, he's going to give more power that you can dream of, Mizuki said. He pulled couple of shurikens and threw them at Iruka, yelling, Shuriken Kagebushin no Jutsu. The shurikens multiplied to 20. Iruka, seeing this, hesitated and ended up pinned against a tree. Mizuki took out a Fuma shuriken and dashed forward with it, spinning, intending to end Iruka once and for all. Naruto, seeing this, jumped in the middle of them, kicking Mizuki back. Naruto, Iruka said, surprised to see him. Hinata, heal Iruka-sensei, I'll take care of him, Naruto said. Hi, she replied and started healing Iruka. You damn demon! I'm gonna kill you, scowled Mizuki. Enough talk, and since you betrayed the leaf, I have the permission to beat you to a bloody pulp of flesh and bones, Naruto said. Try it, demon fox, Mizuki said, and took the last of Fuma shurikens and threw it at him. Naruto dodged the shuriken and went through a couple of hand seals and said, Katan, Gakakyu no Jutsu, great fireball technique. Mizuki's eyes widened when he saw the fireball coming. He jumped to the left where Naruto was waiting and gave him a fierce kick to the ribs, sending Mizuki crashing to the trees. Mizuki barely got up since he got a couple of broken ribs. Trying his best to find the demon brat when suddenly something grabbed his ankle. Looking down, he saw a hand sticking of the ground grabbing him tightly. Doton, Shinjuzanshu no Jutsu, double suicide decapitation technique, Naruto said, dragging and burying Mizuki, leaving only his head out of the ground. Mizuki tried to get out but got nowhere. Naruto picked up the scroll of seals and caught a glimpse of a technique. Opening the scroll, it said, Bunshin Daibakuha, clone explosion, B rank. Closing the scroll, he put it in his back and went to Irika as Hinata was finishing to heal him. How are you feeling, Irika-sensei? Naruto asked. Irika was one of a few people Naruto cared about. I'm fine thanks to you, he replied. Moments later, Anbu arrived at the scene and took Irika, Naruto, and Hinata to the Hokage and Mizuki to Ibiki Hokage Tower. Anbu arrived with the three of them at the Hokage office. Naruto delivered the scroll of seals to the Hokage. Well done, Naruto. Due to yours and Hinata's help, we managed to secure the scroll of seals and catch a traitor. I'm considering this a B-rank mission. I saw what happened through my crystal ball, and I know you learned a jutsu from the scroll. Just be careful with that one. Anything else I might do for you in compensation? The Hokage asked. He was secretly happy that Naruto took his training serious. Actually, there is, Naruto said. I want to ask you if I could be on the same team as Hinata-chan and without Sasuke. We both know there will come a time I will need my eyes and I don't want problems, he said, and the Hokage raised an eyebrow considering the request. I know what you are thinking. I bet you were considering placing me along with Sasuke and Hinata, since Rookie of the Year goes with Kunoichi of the Year, and create a heavy assault team. Naruto explained and continued. However, you can still get the same benefits if you have Kiba, Sasuke and Sakura for the heavy assault team, and you can have a perfect tracking team along with heavy assault with me, Hinata and Shino, since I have my eyes and I'm a sensor. Naruto finished. All is well when ends well. Naruto, I agree with your request. Be at the academy next week for team placement. See you tomorrow, the Hokage said. Naruto, Hinata, how about I take to ramen as a thank you? Irika asked, and of course Naruto agreed, jumping the air. The Hokage just shook his head seeing all three of them leaving his office. He sighed and picked up the pencil, and oh, the Hokage yelled, seeing paperwork pop up out of nowhere. Naruto, hearing the Hokage yell, thought, maybe I should tell him one of these days. And so I think I'll be changing Kakashi's pairing. Maybe I'll be pairing him up with Shizen later on, and one of you guys suggested to give him QB cloak up to 6 tails and KCM after Chunin exams, so I'll be doing it, and thanks for the favorite, and follows. Irika, Naruto and Hinata walked peacefully to Ichiraku's ramen stand, a thank you from Irika for Naruto and Hinata saving his life. Irika got injured by the shuriken rain, but Hinata did a wonderful job healing them. Naruto, Irika and Hinata sat down at the ramen stand. Oi, old man, come here, I'm hungry, Naruto yelled. Oh, Naruto, glad to see you and Hinata, Tochi said, and both nodded. Okay, since Irika-sensei is paying, you can start with 10 bowls of pork ramen for me, Naruto said, and Irika widened his eyes, thinking if it was a good idea offering him dinner. I'll take 2 bowls of vegetable ramen, Hinata said. I'll take 1 bowl of shrimp ramen, Irika said. After they finished their bowl of ramen, Irika suddenly asked in a serious tone, how strong are you really? Well, we've never matched against anyone other than ourselves, but the fur ball says we are around Jonin in terms of taijutsu and ninjutsu. I suck at genjutsu, so around low chunin in that. Other than that, I'm level 10 seal master, Naruto explained, and of course Irika didn't even know what to say, poor guy. Wait, if you are Jonin level, how the hell can't you do a single bushin? Irika asked, and Naruto chuckled. Well, you see, one side effect of having a bija sealed in you when you are young is that you tend to develop large chakra reserves. I estimate I have about 4 times more chakra than Dad, so even though I have Jonin level chakra control, I still have too much chakra to perform a single bushin, Naruto explained. Irika didn't know what to think or do. A 14 years old was Jonin level, had 4 times to Hokage chakra reserve, and was a seal master. Besides all that, he had a matured Sharingan. Irika did what he could do and fainted. Why, wake up, sensei, you still got to pay up, Naruto yelled, trying to wake the fainted Irika. Later that night, everyone in the village was sleeping peacefully, including our favorite Naruto. He was sleeping like usual. One lone figure was seen dashing through the roofs. He wore the standard Jonin outfit for Konoha. The high tied in the forehead, the Jonin flat jacket, and black umbu pants with white strapping in the ankles. "Let's get this over with so I can collect me pay," the mysterious figure thought as he rushed towards the destination. He decided to make entrance through the roof, seeing that his bed was too close to the window. He quickly and stealthily entered the house and made his way into Naruto's bedroom. He was approaching his bed as he said, "This is your end, demon," and quickly drove 2 kunais through his to the chest. The Jonin smiled in victory until there was a poof of smoke and reveled a log with a kunai. He turned around and didn't like very much the view. He saw a blazing Rinnegan activated. "Why are you attacking me? It's a crime to attack a fellow shinobi of the leaf," Naruto asked, knowing pretty much the answer. "You no partner to us, die demon," the Jonin responded and took the kunai and slashed horizontally. Naruto ducked, and using his foot he stroked the Jonin foot, making him tumble forward. Using his momentum, Naruto lifted his knee and managed to strike him in the gut. The Jonin quickly recovered and jumped back. "Not bad, demon, let's take this up a notch," the Jonin said, and quickly made a few hand signs and yelled, "Doton Tsuchi no Yoroi, Earth-style earth armor," and enveloped his body in strong earth shell. "He's using an earth shell, good thing my main affinity is lightning," Naruto thought. They dashed forward and exchanged a few blows. Thanks to his training, Naruto managed to block or dodge every single one of them. However, due to enemies' armor, his strikes were ineffective, and he couldn't attack any pressure point. Naruto switched to his own nintaijutsu style, the lightning fist. Naruto charged his hands and feet in a coat of lightning chakra. He dashed forward and went for low kick. The Jonin jumped up to avoid it. Naruto quickly recovered and sent a massive punch to Jonin's chest, destroying his armor and sending him against the wall. "That hurt, you damn brat," the Jonin yelled. They both engaged again, but Naruto had the upper hand. Deciding to end it, Naruto sidestepped a punch and infused his fingers with lightning chakra and pressed hard against the Jonin's head near the ear, discharging the chakra in his vagus nerve, sending the Jonin to cardiac arrest. A/N. By the way, the vagus nerve does exist, and if pressed with enough strength messes up with heart's rhythm, or something similar. I'm not a medic, rather an engineer, but I know a few things XT. Naruto left the Jonin shaking in the floor. Naruto then got a prisoner scroll and sealed the Jonin. "It's 4 a.m. in the morning and the Hokage Tower opens at 7 a.m., so I guess I'll sleep till 10-inch. Naruto thought, and went to sleep until he realized his room was actually wrecked by that fight. Sigh, I guess I'll just go sleep in the couch then," he said to himself as he shined downstairs. After waking up, he explained everything that happened a couple of hours ago to Kushina. "Now eat up and get him to Minato and Hokage Tower," she said. Scene change. Hokage Tower. Minato was currently leaning in his chair, enjoying a cup of hot tea to jumpstart him in his paperwork. It truly was the nightmare of all Kages. Suddenly there was a knock on his door. "Come in," the blonde Hokage said. The door opened and he saw an unhappy Naruto carrying a scroll. "This can't be good," he thought. "Naruto-kun, how are you doing?" he asked. "I'm doing fine, better than him in fact," Naruto replied and tossed the scroll to the Hokage. "Naruto, what is this?" the Hokage asked. "Open them and see for yourself." The Hokage opened both scrolls and saw it was a sealing scroll. He channeled chakra through both of them, and on the floor appeared an almost dead Jonin who was tied up but awake. "Naruto, what's the meaning of this?" the Hokage asked in a serious tone. Naruto walked to the tied-up Jonin and removed the duct tape from his mouth and asked, "Would you do the honors?" To which the Jonin quickly replied, "I were hired by Hikari Watanabe to kill the dam." Naruto didn't allow him to finish the sentence, and it sent him a cold glare with his Rinnegan. The man gulped and continued, "Namike Senju Naruto. I should have suspected. Yesterday council meeting was about you and didn't end well," the Hokage said, sighing. "At least you didn't got hurt. Don't worry, Naruto, the man responsible will be considered a traitor for attacking a shinobi and will be dealt with," the Hokage said, glaring at the Jonin. It was pitiful to see his shinobi fall so low that they would try and kill a fellow partner. I'll try to keep to a watch on him. You should go now. After what happened today, you should go get some rest. The Hokage asked, and Naruto nodded and left the room. The Hokage flared his chakra, and in front of him appeared an Anbu. Take him to Ibiki and Anko. Also get Hikari Watanabe and send him to Ibiki as well, the Hokage ordered. I'm getting tired of this shit, the Hokage thought. With the final week now over, we find Naruto at home finishing up their breakfast. Today he would find his teams and meet their Jonin sensei. Are you ready, Naruto-chan? Kushina asked, getting a nod. He held vanished in a lightning shunshin towards the academy. He arrived at the roof not wanting to arouse many questions. He made his way down to their respective classroom. The room was already filled with their friends, however Iruka-sensei still hadn't arrived. Naruto of course saw Hinata, but as he was walking he was met by the glare of one Uchiha Sasuke. Sasuke was still pissed by losing to the Senju. How could that trash Senju defeat me, an Uchiha elite? Next time he will beg for mercy, Sasuke thought, smirking. Even thought Naruto had grown up physically but also mentally, he still couldn't resist a few taunts, especially from Sasuke, a fellow clan member so to speak. They stayed like this a few minutes glaring at each other until Sasuke had enough and turned away, plotting the various ways he could ice his brother. Naruto walked up the stairs to join Hinata when another problem appeared in the form of Inuzuka Kiba. Hey Hinata-chan, how are you? Kiba asked as he moved to sit next to her. I'm fine, Kiba. Stop, that seat is for Naruto-kun, she replied. How come on, Hinata-chan? I'm better than him, an alpha, Kiba said, rubbing his finger in the bridge of his nose. Kiba, of course, being from the Inuzuka clan, had a high sense of pride and manliness due to the fact that is male and heir to the clan. I don't care what you are, Kiba, and I told you that I like Naruto, she said in an asserting tone. Kiba even took a step back. The shy Hinata he knew was no more. Kiba, stop hitting on my girlfriend, Naruto said as he approached both of them. He passed Kiba, who sneered at him, and sat next to Hinata and kissed her on the cheek to further make his point on Kiba. Stop pestering her, Kiba yelled, gathering the attention of most of the class and waking up the resident genius. Damn it, Kiba, do you have to be so loud? Troublesome, Shikamaru said as he yawned and tried to resume his sleep. Just forget him and go back to your cloud watching, Naruto said. Smartass, Shikamaru replied and went back to sleep. Kiba, Hinata is with me, so I would appreciate if you stop bothering us, Naruto said, raising his ki, making him sweat and furthering his points. On top of Kiba's head was a small white dog called Akamaru. He was Kiba's partner to their collaboration ninjutsu. Akamaru just said alpha, however Kiba didn't listen and tried to punch Naruto. What no one saw coming was that Naruto didn't move an inch. It was Hinata that got up and gave Kiba a juken strike to the chest, leaving him on the ground clutching in pain. I'm tired of him always trying to get me to go out with him, Hinata replied, getting a nod from Naruto. A/N, I'm giving Hinata a bit of an OC personality. Kiba slowly got up and went to a different seat while glaring daggers at Naruto. A few minutes passed and running was heard in the classroom. Suddenly the door opened and in came running Sakura and Ino. First place, Sakura yelled and trying her best to regain her breath. What are you talking about? My foot was clearly ahead of you, Ino replied. Sakura took her opportunity a run to the seat near Sasuke, however it was occupied by Kiba. Kiba, get out so I can sit with Sasuke-kun, the pink banshee said. Kiba simply scowled, wondering what Sasuke had that he didn't. Deciding to prove he was alpha male in the class, he jumped into the table and started glaring at Sasuke, their eyes a few inches apart. Suddenly one of the students in the row below got up and pushed Kiba forward towards Sasuke. To Kiba everything went in slow motion, he was getting closer to Sasuke, too close. Thump thump, his face connected with Sasuke, however this connection was rather unfortunate as they connect with their lips. The entire class froze seeing the mosta iron male, which was Sasuke kissing the alpha male. Shikamaru woke up and stared, and the event, Choji stopped eating, even Shino slightly dropped his glasses. Looks like Kiba finally found his girl, Naruto said loud enough for everyone to hear. The whole male class laughed at the event except the fangirls who were plotting Kiba's murder. Kiba and Sasuke immediately separated, and quickly enough Kiba received his fate at the ends of the fangirls, leaving him in the ground in a bloody mess. Everyone quieted down after the event, and suddenly the front door of the classroom opened and Irika entered with a stack of papers beneath his arms. "Morning, class," Irika said, and was surprised he didn't need his patented big head jutsu to silence his class. "After today, every one of you are now ninja of the leaf, but you mere genin," Irika started. "The difficult part is only beginning. You will now be divided in teams of 3 members and will be taught by a Jonin sensei. We tried to balance the teams. So here they are. Team 1. Who cares, they're not even gonna be used in the story. Team 7, Haruno Sakura, Uchiha Sasuke, Inuzuka Kiba, your sensei will be Hatake Kakashi," Irika said. Naruto was happy that the Sandaime took his suggestion and didn't put him with the Uchiha. Kiba of course wasn't happy he was with the Uchiha, he would need to show him who the alpha was. Team 8, Uzumaki Naruto, Hyuga Hinata, Aburame Shino, your sensei will be Yuhi Kurenai," Irika said, and of course Naruto and Hinata were extremely happy they would be together in their team. Shino was a quiet person, he always kept to himself. He was logical, a good strategist and long-range fighter, so it was a well-rounded up team. Hinata was more skilled in taijutsu, Naruto was ninjutsu, and they had Shino long-range support. A/N. Even if Hinata was disavowed, she still kept her name since she wasn't adopted. Team 9 is still in circulation. Team 10, Yamanaka Ino, Nara Shikamaru, Akimichi Chuji, your sensei will Sarutobi Asuma. I will be leaving now, your senseis will be here in a moment," Irika concluded. The classroom door opened and 2 Jonin entered. The first one had the traditional Jonin clothes. He wore black umbu pants and the Jonin flat jacket. He was a tall man with black spiky hair, brown eyes and beard. He also had the 12 Guardian Ninja sash with the kanji for fire. This person was Sarutobi Asuma and was the son of the Sandaime Hokage, Sarutobi Hiruzen. The other Jonin was a very beautiful woman. She had shoulder-length black hair, red eyes. Her regular outfit consists of a red mesh armor blouse with only the right sleeve visible. Over this is very broad material which resembles bandages with a pattern on it similar to those of rose thorns. Her hands and upper thighs are also wrapped in bandages. She is Yuhi Kurenai, Konoha's genjutsu mistress. Team 10, meet at the training ground 12 in 30 minutes. Asuma said and left. Team 8, meet at the training ground 8 in 30 minutes. Kurenai said and also left. Naruto got up with Hinata and Shino and they both walked out. Once outside the classroom, Naruto went to Shino and grabbed him and used lightning shunshin towards the training field. Kurenai was currently waiting at the training ground. She thought it would be a while until they arrived. She sensed chakra around her. She got up and saw their team arriving with the shunshin. She saw it was Naruto that used it. "Naruto, you can use the shunshin?" she asked. One normally doesn't see a genin using the shunshin. Even though it is a D-rank technique, it uses quite a bit of chakra. "Yes, I can, Kurenai-sensei. Hinata-chan can use it also," he replied. "What do we do now, sensei?" Hinata asked. "We introduce ourselves. Names, likes, dislikes, dreams for the future, stuff like that. I will go first. My name is Yuhi Kurenai. I like learning new genjutsus and working in my garden. I dislike perverts and traitors. My dream is to the best genjutsu user and a strong kunoichi. You're next, Naruto," she said. "My name is Namikaze Senju Naruto. I like Hinata-chan, training in ramen. I dislike traitors and ignorant people. My dream is to be the best Hokage Konoha has ever seen," he said, looking at the Hokage mountain, more specifically at his father's head. He turned around to Hinata. "My name is Hyuga Hinata. I like Naruto-kun, cinnamon rolls, training and flower pressing. I dislike people that hurt Naruto and traitors. My dream is to become a strong and brave kunoichi and get rid of the caged bird seal," she said, spitting the name Hyuga. Even though she hated her father, she would do her best to help her former clan. "My name is Aburame Shino. I like bugs. I dislike people who mistreat and don't understand bugs. My dream is to become a good clan head," Shino said. "Very well," Kurenai started. Naruto and Hinata have already been training for some time so they can work well together. I expect the same for Yoshino," she said, getting a nod from him. "I don't expect any type of problems between you, so we are officially a team. Now I'm going to test you to see your abilities. It's now 9 o'clock, your objective is to capture me until noon. Got it?" she asked. Seeing all of them nod, she disappeared into the forest. The group came closer and started discussing their plan. And I'll be doing a poll to decide if Naruto gets a harem. If you guys want harem, write yes in the review, or if you guys want Naruhina pairing, write no in the review. By the way, the new pairing will be Kakashi x Shizen, the one which gets more vote wins. In the next chapter there will only be flashbacks of how Naruto met Hinata 8 years ago. Naruto was walking down the street, just roaming around the village. As he turned to a corner, he saw 3 kids bullying a girl. Without thinking much, he jumped in to save the girl. "Oh, a kid playing hero. Get lost before we hurt you too," they said, which made Naruto jump in front of them, shielding the girl. Deciding to prove his point, he adopted his defensive stance. His left leg slightly ahead of his right, knees bent both in a downward position. "He's trying to scare us. Let's teach him a lesson," they said, and pushed forward. One of boys sent his right arm forward, trying to punch Naruto. Naruto simply used hand to strike the boy's hand out of the way. Naruto then sending a strike to the boy's chin, like an uppercut. Another boy tried to punch Naruto, to which he ducked while sweeping the boy's leg, making him stumble forward, to which Naruto kneed the boy hard in the stomach, leaving him in the ground in pain. Naruto turned to the last boy, who froze his attacks after seeing his friends effortlessly defeated. Picking up his friends, he decided to run away before he also got hurt. Naruto, turning to see the girl, asked, "Are you okay?" "I'm fine, TT, thank you," the girl stuttered. Naruto didn't know if she was afraid of him, but he guessed she was just shy. "No problem, I'm Uzumaki Naruto, what's your name?" he asked. Hyuga H. Hinata," she replied, looking at her savior. Even though she was still young, she couldn't help but to blush and look down. Naruto was 6 years old but was quite a good-looking young man. "Come on, let me help you up," he said, grabbing her hand and pulling her up gently. He noticed that she didn't have the caged bird seal in her forehead. He remembered hearing the Hyuga heiress was his age, meaning that the girl in front of him was heiress to the Hyuga clan. She was pretty much Konoha's little princess. "Hey, I'm going to lunch at Ikaraku's, wanna come?" he asked, to which Hinata slowly nodded. They walked together, and Hinata, seeing how the villagers glared at Naruto, wondered why. The walk was calm. They didn't talk much since Hinata was terribly shy. Arriving to the stand, Naruto ordered miso ramen for both of them. "And no, nothing like that. We just met a couple minutes ago," he replied, blushing a bit. Even though he just met her, he could see that she was actually quite pretty, and she would grow up to become a very beautiful woman. Hinata didn't say anything, she just blushed really hard and looked away so that no one could see her. They talked a bit during their meal. When they were finishing the food, a Hyuga member appeared and looked at Hinata. His name was Koa, branch member and Hinata's bodyguard. "Hinata-sama, there you are. Your father is waiting for you," he said, taking Hinata's hand and starting to leave. "Bye Naruto-kun, it was nice to meet you," she said, to which Naruto gave her foxy grin and looked at his meal to finish it. "Looks like you got yourself a little vixen," the QB said, chuckling. "She's not my girlfriend," Naruto thought, getting angry. "You say that now, but I'll see in a couple of years," the QB said, chuckling. "Perverted fox," he thought. After he finished the meal, he paid for it and left to his training. Few weeks later, Naruto was walking to his home. He had just finished his training and it was like any other day, painful. He was sore all over. During the last few weeks, he increased his taijutsu training and started with weapons. He could now use kunai and shuriken with deadly accuracy, and with the Sharingan he picked it up quickly. During his training he managed to level up his Sharingan to level 2. Naruto now had 2 black tomos in each eye and he was very proud of himself. He heard rumors of the Uchiha clan prodigy that managed to fully master the Sharingan at the age of 8. Naruto said that he was going to fully mature it even sooner, and as fate would have it, Naruto didn't know how right he was. During his walk home he sensed 2 chakra signatures moving quietly through the woods. Placing 2 fingers in the ground and focusing in their chakra, he found that one of those chakra signatures belonged his friend Hinata he met a few weeks ago. Wondering what she was doing this later in the day, he went in search of her. When he arrived near both of them, he saw a shinobi. It was a Kumo shinobi from his headband. He recognized this shinobi. It was the Kumo's ambassador for the new alliance between Konoha and Kumo. He noticed that he was carrying a bag in his back, to which Naruto, sensing Hinata's chakra, knew she was being kidnapped. Quickly throwing a couple of shurikens at the shinobi. The shinobi easily deflected them all and faced the attacker, and was surprised. It was a small kid. "Hey kid, leave before I kill you. I am Jonin, you are no match for me," he man arrogantly said. But it was true, Naruto was Genin level and he couldn't match a Jonin's power. However, Naruto was cunning. He knew that he needed to alert someone to come and help. "Naruto, switch with me, I'll send a fireball to the sky to alert the ANBU." Naruto agreed and switched with the Kyuubi. The Kyuubi quickly went through a few hand seals, looked at the sky and yelled, "Katan Gakakyu no Jutsu, fire style fireball technique." The Kumo shinobi was impressed. A 6-year-old performing a C-rank fire technique, he shouldn't have chakra for that. Naruto just knew that he had to stall the man and activated his Sharingan. He didn't care if his secret got out as long as Hinata stayed safe. The Kumo shinobi decided to engage and quickly killed the kid to leave before reinforcements arrived. The Kumo shinobi threw a couple shurikens and yelled, "Shuriken Kagebushin no Jutsu." The shuriken multiplied to a few dozens. Naruto couldn't deflect them all and jumped to the left, to which the enemy was waiting, and kicked him hard in the stomach and punched in the face. Naruto crashed into a tree and fell to the ground, clutching his stomach in pain. The Kumo shinobi walked to Naruto thinking he just won. After all, it was just a small kid. Then he noticed his eyes, they were the Sharingan, and he thought, "An Uchiha rescuing a Hyuga, how ironic, but still I'll take him too. 2 bloodlines are better than 1, and the Sharingan is one of the most powerful." The shinobi went to grab Naruto by the neck but stumbled forward when he noticed it was a Bushin. Naruto took this opportunity, removing his weights and channeling a bit of the Kyuubi's chakra. His body couldn't take much right now, charged in a burst of speed to the shinobi with a kunai in his hand and pressing his kunai against the man's chest, effectively killing him. The Kumo shinobi wondered how it happened. How could a kid this age be so fast and defeat him? And then he noticed his blood-red eyes with 3 black tomos in each eye glowing and spinning. The shinobi fell to the ground dead. Naruto knew he just killed the enemy, and it was his first kill. Even though he was ashamed of what he did, he needed to do it. The man wouldn't leave without Hinata, and he had to protect her. Growing up alone made Naruto overprotective. He would fearlessly jump and destroy another village to protect his friends. Since he never had any, the few he has he would give his life to protect. Getting up slowly, he stumbled a bit forward. Looked like that kick broke a few ribs. Walking to Hinata, he opened the bag, and Hinata saw her savior for the second time. It was the blonde kid she met a few weeks ago. She then quickly jumped and hugged and started crying. "Ush, it's okay. You are safe now, I won't let anyone hurt you," he whispered to her to comfort her. She was hugging him when the reinforcements arrived, led by Hyuga Hayashi, Hyuga clan leader, and he saw what happened. Apparently the Minato's brat killed the Kumo shinobi and saved his daughter. He walked to Naruto, yanking him from Hinata. Grabbing Hinata's hand and leaving, he said, "You are still weak, you are too soft, and almost ended up being kidnapped. You are unworthy of being the heir of the clan," he said, and left without even letting Hinata say goodbye to Naruto. Minato arrived a few minutes later, and the ANBU told him what happened. His eyes widened when he noticed it was Naruto who saved Hinata and managed to kill the Kumo shinobi. "Naruto, are you alright? How are you feeling?" Minato asked, concerned for his son. The first kill was the hardest and sometimes broke shinobi and ended their career before it even started. "I'm alright, only a couple of broken ribs, but the fur ball will take care of that. Even though I feel bad that I killed him, I knew it was the only option. I knew I needed to delay him as much as I could, and if opportunity presented itself, kill him. So don't worry about me. It's the life of the shinobi after all," Naruto said with a weak smile that caught Minato off guard. "I understand, Naruto. Don't worry, tomorrow come see me, I'll give you the payment of a B-rank mission for this." Minato said, ruffling his hair, and Naruto nodded and started to walk home. Even though he killed a man tonight, he managed to save Hinata, and actually he broke the Uchiha's prodigy record. Looks like I got my Sharingan matured at age 6, he said to himself, chuckling as he went home to a long night of sleep. Encounter with the demon. Naruto was skipping on the street of Konohagakure. Well, to be fair, he had done a lot of useful things during the last week. He had finally completed his wind element training. Still not as good as his father, but hey, it's just a week and he already got it to that level. Kurenai was very surprised with the skill level that Naruto and Hinata displayed. If she had to judge, then the Kyuubi nailed it by saying they had Jonin level skills. Their team was in fact comprised by one Jonin sensei, 2 green Jonins, and a poor Genin lost in the middle. Naruto, Hinata, and Kurenai would never leave Shino behind, so they began focusing more on him so he could be brought up to speed. Naruto, with the help of Kurenai, started on Kage level exercises for his chakra control. He had 2 exercises that he needed to do to bring his control to the highest level possible. The first was waterfall climbing. This exercise allowed, when mastered, the user to control vast amounts of chakra with great precision, since climbing a waterfall is extremely hard. The last exercise allowed one to have perfect chakra control, almost rivaling Tsunade the slug Sannin. This particular exercise was rather practical to perform. The user deposited a chunk of sand with multiple colors in his hand. The point of the exercise was to separate and align the sand by color using only chakra. It was considered mastered when the user managed this in less than 10 seconds. Hinata didn't have any weakness per se. She had overall good skills, whether it be in taijutsu, ninjutsu, genjutsu, or even kenjutsu. Her chakra control was flawless since it was a basic requirement for her Juken, gentle fist, or her own version, the flowing fist. Shino, however, was another different level. His taijutsu was low genin level since he was a long-range fighter, their typical weakness. His ninjutsu was the 3 basic academy jutsus coupled with his clans. His genjutsu was non-existent. Overall, he was about mid-genin in skill. However, they would change that. Naruto placed a few restriction seals on him since it was too abrupt if he started using gravity seals. They decided to start his elemental training since everyone on his team already had theirs mastered. Surprisingly, he had earth and water, both defensive elements. His team was the perfect storm of offense and defense. In fact, his nature served him well above anyone else. As a long-range fighter, normally his weakness would be close combat, which was solved by his training and affinities. Along with all this training, they also did teamwork exercises. One of the things that made Konoha as the strongest in the elemental nations was their notion of teamwork and loyalty above all else. Their teamwork was excellent, neither of them had any problems with each other. Currently we find Team 8, or Team Kurenai, heading towards the Hokage's office after a morning of training. I should clarify the last statement. It was training for Naruto, Hinata, and Kurenai, but for Shino one would call it torture. The poor Genin was driven to the ground in order to gain the physical attributes he needed. Hokage's mission assignment room. The old Hokage was sitting in the middle of the table smoking on his pipe while handing missions to the shinobi. To his left side was Irika, the school teacher of the students of Team 8. The Hokage was deep in thought, remembering his prime, the thrill of the fights, and the adrenaline pumping through his system. Not many shinobi have the privilege of growing old. The shinobi's life expectancy was actually around 30 years, and reaching old age was very rare. However, any shinobi that reached such age began to reminisce all they did in their life. Shinobi since birth are trained to fight, and fight they do. It is all they know throughout their lives. There is no greater death than death at the hands of your enemy in the midst of battle. However, being taken by old age, it isn't something any warrior would want. Minato Namikaze, the 4th Hokage of Konoha, and hailed as Konoha no Kiroi Senko, Konoha's yellow fash. The man that had ended the 3rd Great Ninja Wars and lived has been reduced to nothing but a paper pusher. Don't get me wrong, he loved his village and his place as Hokage. Dad, we want a C-rank mission. Minato blinked. It's not like he was surprised, though. He had expected Naruto to ask for this, considering where and when he was from. I agree, Hinata added. No offense, but all those chores we have been doing since last week made me sick. Besides, Shino chimed in, a team has to complete at least 5 D ranks before they can advance to C ranks, right, Hokage-sama? Well, Team 7 has fulfilled the minimum requirement. Well, I guess that's true. The Hokage scratched his head. But I'm afraid the last C rank mission of this week was taken by Team 7 yesterday. Maybe if you return next week, there will be a mission available for you. So then, how about you just do some more D ranks while waiting? Team 7 groaned. Well, except for Kurenai, of course. Suddenly, the door to the mission control burst open. Hokage-sama! Team 7, led by Jonin Kakashi Hatake, requires reinforcement for their escort mission to Wave. During their mission, they were ambushed by the demon brothers of Kirigakure. Dad! We will take that mission! The sudden outburst of Naruto shocked everyone in the room. Iruka was the first one to revive from the shock. Don't be a fool, Naruto! That mission shall be declared at least B rank, and there's no way you're qualified enough to take it. Does it look like I fucking care? Naruto snapped back in anger. He didn't even realize that he had just sworn in front of Iruka-sensei and everyone, but as he said, he didn't care. Right now my friends are in danger, and you expect me to just sit back and watch them die. Someone had taught me before, those who abandon their comrades in need are lower than trash. No matter what you say, I will not sit there and leave my friends alone to die. Iruka was almost thrown off balance. Not only because of Naruto's retort. Something about the boy was making him feel uneasy. The Naruto in front of him right now was not the same Naruto he used to know. Never before had he seen Naruto so angry. And mature, too. Those words could not be the words of a mere newly graduated genin. Very well. Team 7 accepts the mission, Hokage-sama. Iruka almost fainted. But Kurenai. Iruka, remember that those 3 are not your students anymore. Kakashi cut him short. They are my soldiers now, and I know what to do with them. I believe they can handle whatever they are going to face in a mission like this. Besides, he gave an eye smile. They have me with them. Iruka seemed like he wanted to say some more, but he was cut short again, this time by the Hokage. Very well, Kurenai. I hereby assign the mission to give Team 7 reinforcement as Team 8's first official B rank. I expect you to depart within 1 hour, without any delay. Do you understand? Yes, Hokage-sama. Realizing the seriousness of the event, Hinata and Shino rushed out of the room back to their respective homes for preparation. An hour later, Team 8 assembled at the main gate of the village, fully equipped. Alright everyone, this is the first high-ranked mission you are about to take part in, she said in an unusually serious tone. I have to tell you, this is not like any mission you have done before. It will likely include fighting, injuries, and even death. Are you sure you really want to do it? If you don't, you can turn back and go home right now, and I will not make you hold any responsibility. No one budged. Kurenai nodded in satisfaction. Good. Now if everyone is ready. Go! The command echoed through the woods around, and the 4 shinobi took off. Few hours later with Team 7 had just left the boat that they used to cross into the wave. Everyone was walking at civilian pace since they had Tazuna with them. Tazuna was, as he put, a super amazing bridge builder. They were traveling in diamond formation, Sasuke in front, Sakura and Kiba to the sides and Kakashi in the back with Tazuna in the middle of them. They were walking calmly, but they had their guard up since Kakashi warned them about a possible Jonin encounter. Suddenly Kiba sensed someone in the bush, and quickly picked and threw a kunai into it. Idiot, stop playing with kunai! Sakura yelled. I'm not playing, I thought someone was there. Kiba replied and went to check the bush only to find a small white rabbit. Kiba, you idiot, you almost killed this poor rabbit, Sakura said, and that sent Kakashi thinking. White fur on spring, that's strange, unless what was used as a kawarimi, substitution technique. Get down, Kakashi yelled, and everybody hit the deck with Kakashi dragging Tazuna. Just as he yelled above them, a huge broad metal sword flew by their heads and got stuck in a tree. Moments later, on top of the sword appeared a person. He was a tall and noticeably muscular man with pale skin, short spiky black hair, brown eyes, and small eyebrows. He was wearing bandages like a mask over the bottom half of his face. Under his mask, He had a relatively narrow jawline and jagged teeth. He wore his forehead protector sideways on his head. "What's this? A bunch of kids playing ninja," the shinobi said. "Momochi Zabuza, A-rank new Knin from Kirigakure known as Demon of Kirigakure, Mist Village," Kakashi said, preparing to face him in battle. "Oh, look if it isn't Sharingan no Kakashi," the shinobi now identified as Zabuza said. "Just hand me the old man and you can go. You know I can't do that, Zabuza," Kakashi said and lifted his high-tiet, revealing a fully matured Sharingan in his left eye. "I get the Sharingan right in the beginning, I'm honored," Zabuza said, removing his sword and making a few hand seals. He said, "Kirigakure no Jutsu, mist technique." The air started becoming thicker and after a few seconds the whole area was covered in a thick mist. Kakashi barely managed to see his own hands right in front of him. "Team, keep your senses sharp. Zabuza is a master of the silent killing technique," Kakashi said, and his entire team shivered. "I demand you show your face, Zabuza, and face me," Sasuke yelled. A Jonin was someone he could try his power on, and once he defeated him, he would be closer to killing his brother. "Are you serious?" Zabuza asked rhetorically, projecting his voice around the area not to reveal his position. Zabuza started unleashing Ki, killer intent, and Sasuke started shivering. Sasuke couldn't take it anymore and brought his kunai to his neck, preparing to kill himself. "Relax, Sasuke, I won't let my teammates die," Kakashi said, reassuring his team. Suddenly Zabuza appeared in the middle of Sasuke, Kiba and Sakura that were guarding Tazuna. He brought his sword and started a horizontal slash ready to kill them all. However, Kakashi was faster and impaled Zabuza, revealing him to be a Mizu, water, Bushin. Another Zabuza appeared behind Kakashi and cleaved him in half, only to Kakashi burst into water. Zabuza, seeing this, suddenly felt sharp metal to his throat. He slowly turned and saw Kakashi with a kunai ready to kill him. However, Kakashi wasn't expecting this Zabuza to be a clone. Seeing the Zabuza in front of him burst into water, he looked around only to be met with a fierce kick to his stomach, sending him crashing into a nearby lake. Zabuza shined to Kakashi and went through a couple of hand seals and said, "Suetun Sura no Jutsu, water prison." The water around Kakashi started to erupt and circled around him, trapping him. Zabuza stood there with his hand on the water sphere, holding Kakashi in place. "Shit, I got caught," Kakashi thought. "Everyone, take Tazuna and run. His Mizubushins can't go too far from the original," Kakashi said. His team was in a bad place. He could only hope his backup arrived in time. "Zabuza can't stand up to me, I'm an elite," Sasuke said and dashed forward, heading to the enemy. Zabuza created a few Mizubushins. Sasuke engaged in a taijutsu fight with him but quickly realized it was a bad idea. Sasuke couldn't keep up with Zabuza's speed and strength. The battle was over quickly when Zabuza gave a strong kick to Sasuke that sent him crashing to the trees hard. Sasuke couldn't even get up and could barely breathe. "You should have run when you had the change. You can't even scratch me," Zabuza said. The arrogance of that boy got him killed. Zabuza clone picked his sword and went to finish the job. Sakura was shaking, she barely managed to stand up, and Tazuna was already on the floor. His legs gave out. Kiba, seeing Sasuke in danger, ran towards Zabuza. Sasuke may be an idiot and an arrogant bastard, but he couldn't let him be killed. Kiba, arriving near Zabuza, went for punch, but Zabuza simply caught his wrist and with the other hand lifted Kiba by the neck and started punching him relentlessly. After a few punches, he simply threw him to the ground. Zabuza was making his way to Sakura, who was still frozen in place. Sakura knew she couldn't match Zabuza. She only graduated because of her good chakra control and book smarts. All hope seemed lost until Zabuza heard, "Katan, Ryuka no Jutsu, Dragon Fire Technique." Zabuza didn't have time to dodge as a stream of hot fire came from the woods, completely obliterating the clone. In front of Tazuna and Sakura arrived Naruto, Hinata, Shino, and Kurenai. Naruto looked around and it didn't look good. Kakashi was trapped inside water prison and Sasuke and Kiba were on the ground injured.